Boom, boom, the shadows to get your bear. Boom, 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 shit quite necessary. Post it up on the corner making cherry. Boom, boom, boom. In the month of January, me and one leg Willie hanging around the wheelbarrow. Boom, boom, boom. Don't tell them that I told them. I told the homie soul looking over his shoulder. Boom, boom, boom. Hail Mary. Told you niggas scary. Boom, boom, boom. Niggas about to run.
Clack,
them niggas got guns. Yeah. Talk heavy. What's good? Did you miss us? We missed y'all, motherfuckers.
Did you
I'm not
miss
Vernell
me?
Hill. Yeah, exactly. Vernell Hill style, but not in that same vein. But it's us. Literally Anything podcast for the people. Welcome as always 3 times. Welcome. What's good, fellas?
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God, and we are the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Charlamagne gang.
Charlamagne.
That is one of the funniest goddamn
Charlamagne McGang.
Angela Yee.
With my girl, DJ Envy.
Oh, shit, man.
Yo, that shit was so funny, man.
Y'all got some names on them, motherfucker. Wait, Charlamagne, who that? Oh, yeah, you the asshole.
Oh, shit, all 3 of y'all. Oh, shit.
3 of y'all.
Yo, Karen, what's good? All right, so, fellas.
Kid
You
Mary.
know how we do. You know, the 3 of us get together, talk a little shit for a couple hours, and then send y'all on your way. Hopefully, y'all had fun during the time, and it is what it is. And as always, we start with hot takes. So, hot takes. What's up, Left? You start the hot takes, man.
Man, I just do drugs, dog. That's all I do.
Oh, me too.
Oh shit! The hot take is you just do drugs?
Nah,
okay.
all right. I think I'm gonna start it off with sports because we had a good week. We had a good Sunday with my team winning. Actually whooping the Atlanta Falcons' ass.
I hope you're not about to jump out the window right now. I don't want you to
No. I'm not going to jump out the window.
Okay,
but,
Mr. LeBron would have got dunked on by John Starks. I mean,
Jordan did, so why wouldn't LeBron get dunked on by John
Jordan
Starks?
was 6'6", 215, maybe. LeBron is all of 265, 6'8", 6'9".
Okay, and if LeBron would have been exactly where Michael Jordan was, he would have got dunked on. Shit. I mean,
if Omar wasn't buying them cigarettes, Kennard wouldn't have shot that nigga. So I mean, what can we really say?
I mean, packing Newports. Like, I mean,
Yo,
GG. All right, so what I'm saying is,
hello.
Oh, hold on. Who got Sukiana in their name?
That's Sukana, not Su.
Oh,
that's
y'all know who Sukiana is?
Yes, we know who that is.
I didn't know who that was, but okay. Welcome to the the situation. We appreciate these new faces. So my
That's
thing
some
is
anime shit. That must not be, that must not be your nephew. But go ahead.
I'm just, fuck all the detractors. Okay, that's where I'm at with it. It's not like because it's a lot of people who've been talking real heavy, in deference to who Jalen Hurts is. And like I feel like y'all not giving him a shot to be what he has the potential to be. It's always, he's not good enough. We ain't seen enough. It wasn't a big enough sample size. Get a man a chance to fucking rock out. Like he showed y'all like he got some shit with him. Like he not no suck. Like he been showing y'all that he ain't no sucker since fucking Alabama.
Nigga had dreads. Like anybody with dreads. Like he didn't have locks. He had dreads.
Yeah, he was out there. Like he was out there, motherfucker.
Shake them dreads.
Two different avenues, right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was
anywhere hoop earring.
I'm not even going to talk about that because that's real.
Listen, man. If you have friends who are in fraternities and you know Q's, those dudes are wild as hell, and he's a Q. and he's a proud and you see him like he be flexing on niggas at the gyms, the touchdowns and all that, talk shit on the sideline, doing the little steps and all. So he's a wild boy. Them boys is wild. Shout out to them brothers because they funny shit at a party. I ain't gonna lie. Like they like to fight though. Like so, if you're not cool with them, you might have to punch on one of them niggas.
Them niggas like to jump niggas. Them niggas don't like to fight. Let's put that in perspective. Them niggas like to jump niggas.
Yeah, well, anyway, we could do a whole show on that. That's something different for another time. But for the brother Hurts, I agree with you for sure. Let's let him rock. I heard a lot of people saying goofy shit about the Eagles this week, and as an Eagles fan, y'all get on my nerves because what y'all do is y'all make it hard for Eagles fans like myself who have a little bit of sense to have conversations with people because they lump me in to you dickheads. Like, we are not winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I will not back. That's not what last week was.
Our ceiling for me is never mind. I'm not even gonna say that. My ceiling for us this year, 10-6, maybe
10-7, 11-6. 17 games this year.
I forgot 17 games this year. Yeah, so 10-7 or 11-6, and like we exit in the first round, maybe second round, maybe squeeze by first round, exit in the second round. If we go wild card, I think we can win a wild card game.
I lean a little less. I'm more 9-8, 10-7 at the very highest. I still think that gets them in the playoffs, but I'm not expecting a ton from this team. I'm happy they won last week, but the Falcons are awful. That's I was
about to say there's only 3 teams. There's only 3 teams in the league they beat with all of them penalties. The Falcons, the Jaguars, and the Jets. Yeah, those are the only 3 teams in the league that are going to beat.
Don't say the Texans because the Texans they actually played real good ball this weekend.
I mean, again against a very bad Jacksonville team. So
exactly,
we'll it'll all sort itself out. I just don't want people getting out of control with it. Hot take. Brotherhood.
This might be controversial.
Oh shit! That always frightens me when y'all start like that. You two niggas love that. This could be controversial. Fuck all babies. Like that's the kind of shit y'all do.
For anybody is terrible.
Yeah.
What is that?
Proper 12.
I'm drinking that Conor McGregor.
Oh no! Never.
Pause.
Yo, why would he make that face?
Wait,
the face was wild.
Y'all seen when Tank was at the basketball game and he asked for a grown man was ketchup?
No.
All right. So y'all know I can't read for shit, but I'm a try.
Wait a minute. No, I think I did see that. Now I'm sitting here like scrolling through the shit in my mind. I did. Yeah, man, y'all gotta watch what y'all be saying on these videos. These brothers be catching y'all slipping.
All right, man. Listen, she had her own job, her own crib, her own car. She knew exactly what she wanted. She didn't have nobody calling from the pen wanting to talk. She didn't have nobody moving and knocking over her son's forts and calling him a scrub after they got out. She was supportive of Jody's business. She knew how to roll. She set the mood after a long day of slinging them dresses. She knew Yvette wasn't no good for Jody, and she was trying to get that king out of a bad situation before Rodney got out. Y'all won't do it, but this is an appreciation post for a real queen, Pandora.
Yeah, I saw that, John.
We was taught. It's you know what? Because this is in the same vein of why we thought Gina was more bad than, or why we were conditioned to think Gina was better than Pam. Yeah. It's in the same vein. I'm not mad because I used to be like, you know what? Jody did the right thing. Jody did the right thing in that. Well, he should have put himself in a situation first and foremost. Second of all, he did the right thing in putting himself in that situation and being able to get out.
Okay.
But I'm not mad at her for shooting her shot the way that she did. You feel me? Like,
I mean,
I'm not mad at that.
I don't think she definitely didn't do nothing wrong. All right, so to be fully transparent with this movie,
full disclosure,
I do not like that part of the like their dynamic.
No, this daddy dick is for Yvette. I'm like, all right,
Like-
ain't nobody called it that. You
weird.
called it that 2 times. The first time it was like, all right, y'all fucking. So I mean, and then the second time it was like, oh, you fucking a bum bitch. First of all, so like, of course she gonna think his daddy like, and then second of all, like, so now because she said that, you think that's, and you got a baby by a 17-year-old. But I mean, I get you 19.
Well, all that whole movie was trash, bro.
I know, and that's why they show it 41 times a day on BT.
He run around selling fucking rainbow outfits out the back of his trunk, and bitches is liking it. Like, get the fuck out my face.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna squeeze my big ass in this motherfucker. Cute.
Oh man,
This nigga said $40.
Yo, he really was running around with stolen rainbow goods on his truck. Easy fucking pickings on the road, nigga. You are wildin'. You like that shit is crazy to me. Everything about that movie was wild, but like I don't know, man.
I wish my girl. Listen, I wish my girl, not her, because she wouldn't. But I'm saying, if I was in a relationship in an alternate dimension, like different Rick, not me, Rick, different Rick. If I was in a different dimension.
Yeah.
And my girl was like, "Oh, he just be calling because he get lonely." Nigga, he's in prison, and he has somebody on up top that keeps him company. He not no fucking lonely. 23 hours of the day, he got company, and then another one, he got even more company. He's not fucking lonely.
Shoe program, nigga.
You black my eye, you black your like, bro. I would have blacked the eye off of that. And anyway, different Rick. Different Rick.
Understood. In that alternate dimension. That's funny though.
He's lonely.
Yeah, like very.
Pardon me for choosing violence today, because I'm starting early.
Do your thing, bro. Nothing wrong with a good cigar. So my hot take. Now, for full disclosure, those who don't know, I celebrated my 41st birthday.
Yom Kippur today?
Last week. Earlier this week, I should say. I'm saying last week. Earlier this week, 2 days ago, I celebrated my 41st birthday. As you see the name on there. So, within that, birthday wishes and people calling and sending text messages and so on and so forth. Right. I'm not going there with you, motherfucker. Anyway, so
happy birthday with your little birthday. Your little birthday.
The hand, the fucking hand is killing me.
Whoa, don't put that up. D-Hood gave Kev some head.
I said the hand, nigga.
Oh, I just said the head.
Yo, you wasn't the only one doing the hand, bro.
You gotta relax. Everything
your little birthday. Little birthday.
Hey, they call me the Burlington Throat Factory.
Oh, God.
They do? That's what they call you?
Who the fuck is they?
Yeah. Y'all ain't know my because before I started going by my real name from I'm like, in rapping, they was calling me Pop Throat.
Oh shit.
Listen, I don't want you to ever tell that story again.
Yo, all right, so I'm going to continue saying what I was trying to say before fucking chaos ensued.
About your little birthday, my
friend. Yeah, no, it wasn't even about my birthday specifically, but happy birthday to me. Fuck that. We still celebrating.
We smoking on Pookie Low.
And my wife's birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday to her as well. Celebrating the whole fam. So here's the thing though, right? In watching, all my birthday wishes come in, and then watching all my wife's birthday wishes come in, I come to understand that men are trash friends. Like, that's my hot take. Like, top to bottom.
That's not a hot take.
No, wait a minute. Like, I'm talking about, like, they're just so much better than us. And I didn't realize how bad it was until I really was just looking like, damn, like, don't get it twisted. Like, my folks looked out, what's up, hey, birthday, blah, blah, blah. But, like, the way niggas do shit is be like, yo, I'll buy that nigga a drink when I see him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how niggas do. I see that nigga, yo, drink. I ain't seen you since your birthday. Couple drinks on me.
Nigga, that was last year.
Yeah, exactly. That's how niggas is. No, girls don't do that shit. They'll have flowers and a cake sent to their girlfriend job. Like, it'll be a whole fucking, like, meal and message and all this shit. They put 6 paragraphs on all the social medias. Like, and not that I want all that for my homies. I really, really don't. But I know that I'm never getting it ever. It's not one of my niggas that's going to be like, yo, I'm gonna send lunch to Kev Job today for his birthday. Like, niggas don't do that.
I'm gonna hook you up with an edible arrangement, nigga.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm not telling you that it's something we shouldn't do. What I'm telling you is that niggas don't do that. But when women friends, like when they had their birthdays and they shit like that, that shit be wild. They pop out. Where you going? Oh, I gotta go decorate. It's a goddamn lunch party. Y'all gonna be there 45 minutes. They be having streamers and fucking signs.
Yo, the best part.
We are trash, bro.
I know that you have, but Left, you ever see when they have the whole lounge set up for somebody's birthday, but like you work at such a high-paced environment that y'all not allowed to sit in there. So it's like when you on your break, celebrate their birthday in the lounge, and then when you off your break, it's no longer that bitch birthday, go back to work.
Yo, listen, they do that shit at my job. Like, you know, we got the trainingsroom and shit, right? So if it's like if they doing something, or like they did our director's retirement party in our fucking trainings room and shit, right? And you know, I'm on the train or whatever. I pop into the trainers room. Hold the fuck up. Like, it's all decorated in here. Y'all done covered up the pool table. Y'all put a sheet on the shit. Y'all got candles. Y'all got a big ass cake. And I'm about to go back down the line. I don't want no parts of this situation.
Nah. I thought you was about to say when y'all in y'all shit, they're like, hey, yo, what's Raymond's birthday? When you see that nigga, when you pass him, just beat twice.
Oh shit!
Yo,
that's crazy.
That's just horrible, yo. But look,
the funniest shit ever to me is that people who conduct the trains and people who drive buses, unanimously, you might not even know who the nigga is because you see a bus coming. You might not even know that nigga, but you prepared to give him one of these. Like, what if you don't like him for real?
No, listen, yo, that shit's funny, right? So at my old depot, we got this old head we used to call Evil Roscoe, right? Now, it's an old head whose name is Roscoe, and then the other dude looks like Roscoe, but we call him Evil Roscoe, kind of like the South Park shit, right?
Yeah.
So I don't fuck with Evil Roscoe at all. Evil Roscoe, like when I first started, I was on a route or whatever, and I was getting my ass kicked. And I going up and down the line, I said, get my ass kicked.
Yo.
You go up and down the line, get your ass licked?
It's too early in the show for me to hate you.
Yo, this nigga, I knew when you be in the show, like, don't you know now? I run up in your house.
Don't all in your mind.
Put the whole motherfucker out. Don't you know now?
Oh shit.
So look,
I'm going up and down the line getting my ass licked.
Boy, you are the goddamn devil.
Man.
So
jeez.
he like I go to speak to him and try to find out like was the line still fucked up because he was my follower. And I got to go down the line before he does. I have to take my bus through the route.
I park it in that little garage.
What mask they got you on, my brother?
Why are you so gay tonight?
What mask they got you on, man?
Like, goddamn, bro.
I'm
Why
awesome
are
today.
you like this?
Yo, did they give you the Lil Nas X pills?
Yeah. You ever see the episode of Family Guy when they get that nigga the gay gene?
They gave him the Lil Nas triple X pills.
Hey, you better stop before I flip this table over on you, cute ass.
I've lost complete fucking control of this.
Literally anything podcast for the people. We are 20 minutes in.
Even does.
Yo, left room looked like he still put a sock on his door when he bring a bitch over.
I have to. I got kids, man. I got kids. Look, I put this sock on the door. That means don't come in here because daddy is busy.
That is.
Yo, you a wild nigga.
All
right, so wait, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, because
I forgot where we were.
Because even Roscoe
completely lost control. Go ahead.
He was talking crazy and shit, so I didn't fuck with him. So then, like, you be on a route or whatever, you do different routes and shit. And one day, I'm going down the line, different route, bip, coming around, and I see it, and I'm customary, and I noticed that it's Evil Roscoe, and I was like, shit, I wish I could take that shit back. Mad as shit.
That's the pettiest shit I've ever heard in my life.
But it's real. Like, as a bus driver, you do that shit, you're like, oh, this that motherfucker. Like, so you got to start thinking about, all right, so who's coming the opposite direction? After so-and-so, that's Evil Roscoe. So, all right, make sure when you see so-and-so, know that the next motherfucker you come through, you got to hit the I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you got to give these niggas the finger on the way past. Beep, fuck you, Roscoe. Thank you. Like, it's got to be that quick and cordial. Oh, man. So, listen, right? It was a busy week. We got a few little things that we want I want to get you guys' opinions on. Let's see. We got some serious shit, some in between shit, and some fuck shit.
Bro, I'm not. We could go to the serious shit, but like, I'm sorry in advance because I don't know how I might.
Well, we ain't gonna put you in a position to fail. We ain't gonna do that. So
not after your little birthday.
I hate you so much right now.
Your little birthday. You ever have a bitch mush you like this? Oh!
Don't ever put your hands on me, motherfucker.
Oh, man,
I'm gonna call my sister.
Listen, that's all the fuck.
One of them, because I got a whole bunch of them.
I'm calling the sister, and because if I call my wife, it's going to get ugly. Oh, you're not calling your wife. No, that's not good. But my sisters is weird though, because like they gonna be quiet about it. Like they gonna pull up on your crib like when you go to work. They not gonna show up like when you home, like when you expecting to smoke. It's gonna be like 6 a.m. when you go to warm your car up, and niggas just go hop out of a minivan on you. Like they wow, like I don't know. North Philly cut us different, yo. Like niggas like. And that's not even like I dead ass have witnessed my sister pull up on somebody like the A-team, hop out of the car, whoop their ass, jump in the car, and skirt out. Like a man, like a grown man. She did that shit too. Like my sister's different, bro. Like I don't even like to get them involved with shit because they bring smoke in a different kind of smoke way. Like it's real.
I remember that day where you was moving. I'm not going to speak on nobody's name. I'm not like I just remember.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, because I got the call and I had to show up there that night. So I remember the move out, and I remember she showed up with a homie, and just waiting for Shorty to say even the slightest, like
that was a smooth transaction.
That's wrong. Please breathe wrong. I was just like, yo, it's about to go dick down. It's about to be a dragging that looked like
exorcism.
Yeah. And it ain't and thank God it didn't go to that. And the thing is, all three of us had them kind of sisters. Our sisters ain't above getting busy. Like it's just
nah. You remember when that when Shorty slapped me at work at the little function. Shorty slapped me at work, and I was already in my bag because it was my dad's like anniversary day. So I was already in my bag. It's December 8th. Like I don't want to be dealing with nobody. Because it was my dad. I got slapped in the back of the neck, and I look up, and then she just put she aired my business out. She was like, I looked at her like, "What are you doing?" And she was like, "Oh, like you must not be going to therapy anymore." in front of mad people. Like, I went to grab my phone. Everybody, no. My sister was like, I'm right at Chop. I'll pull up. I was like, I'm gonna just do the respectful thing and leave.
Gotta love that shit.
My dad. I watched my sister egg a bitch and then beat her with a broomstick.
Yo, so all right, one more. I got when I was a young boy when this happened, and like one thing we don't play about is our dad, right? So like it's certain shit that just was above, reproach. One day, these bitches came to our door. A group of bitches came knocking on our door, and my dad answered the door. They was looking for my sister. So, not my oldest sister. This is my second oldest sister, Nikita. So, they looking for Keith. They come talking shit, and they got disrespectful with my pop. Man, when I tell you, you know how what's the motherfucking name? How like Zangief come with like the spinning fists on the Street Fighter, like she did
that shit where you go like this.
She double moved. She took the Barlog dash and the Zangief spin and was just beating a group of bitches up on the steps for talking crazy to my pop. Like, and her girlfriend came out and like it was like the doppelganger Spider-Man John. Like they just all kept coming out and they was getting swung on. Like that shit was crazy. I never seen three people. I think it was like her girlfriend, and my other sister. They fucked these girls up on our steps because for my pop. Like that shit was crazy. And I was like 9 when that shit happened. So I'm just sitting here like I ain't never gonna be able to beat this bitch because I'm going through my own drama with her at the time. I see this shit. I'm like, I got a fucking X-Man for a sister. I'm be getting fighting for the rest of my life. Like that shit had me fucked up. I wasn't prepared to see what I saw. It hurt. But yeah, it is what it is. All right. So you said nothing. We gonna keep you up. All right. How about this? I like this story. Rick Ross gave his son a Wingstop franchise for his 16th birthday. That's dope, man.
Fire.
Like. That's fire shit right there. Salute to Ross for that. Like, I really feel like people with that sort of wealth to be able to do those things have an opportunity to put their kids in a very unique position. Like, but if you go about it the right way, like giving him a Wingstop franchise, and of course, I'm sure he, put in place things in place for his management of this franchise to be right, so on and so forth. But like doing shit like that is so much better than buying that young man a car.
Right.
Like that's some that young boy could buy 4 cars with the money he gonna make from that shit. Like once especially if he properly invests and so on and so forth. So it's just such a good lesson to expand upon shit and just broaden your horizons with gifts and shit like that. So like I thought that was dope. I like that shit a lot. It was one of the stories that I seen this week that really had me on some positive shit. Now, on some bullshit. See, I don't know this brother that well. Niggas, you ever watch Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah. Oh, that nigga Mo.
Yeah. This brother got locked up for the PPP fraud loan, and his Maurice Mo Fane.
Hey, yo, you know what PPP stand for, right?
What is it? Jesus.
Pay them niggas back, bro. Like they getting every last one of y'all.
They not getting that money back.
They not
bro.
playing with these motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, that shit.
You gonna put them years in.
You better get your girl out on the strip and tell her to sell that. Never mind. Shit gonna get ugly out there. No, they really chopping niggas' heads off for this shit. It's a wrap, y'all. Like, I hope y'all did good with that money, because restitution is a motherfucker, and they want their paper back.
Yo, you know what's the funniest part about this?
What?
What's her name? Carly Rick going to get on TV and act like this is the worst thing that ever happened to her for some money. Like, she probably ain't talked to this nigga in 2 years. I'd be writing him to keep his spirits up.
My bad. Look, 17 and a half years is what his sentence was.
And 4.5 mil.
3.7 afterwards. Like,
No.
and then he cited losses, and then it ended up after everything is going to be for some change. Yeah. Here's the thing: he used the money to pay off his child support, so there's that. I don't
Okay.
really want. Like he
ain't in arrears no more.
I mean, well, he was $45,000 in arrears, so he don't really get no credit for paying that off. Because, bro, how the fuck do you ever get $45,000 in arrears in child support? When I was $45 short, they was like, "Yo, we will take that money out your check, nigga." Like, they talk to you crazy down that jug. How the fuck you get 45?
Yo, but like, but the funny thing is, like, you said that, like, my nigga Tron was like, I mean, we can fuck you up.
Real shit. That's exactly how it felt.
We can fuck you up.
We can fuck you up. That's exactly how that shit felt, bro. Like, I promise you. Like, child support, man, listen. I tell everybody I know, if you can avoid that situation, particularly in the state of Pennsylvania, avoid this. I can't speak to another state, and every state runs it different. But goddamn, they don't give a fuck about you in Pennsylvania. You come in that bitch with an amount of paperwork, evidence. Listen, I got this. I make this. I do this. Yeah, all right, nigga. I'm gonna type these numbers in. Yeah, here go your number. Have a good day. Like, you ain't hear what I said? Yeah, I heard all that shit. They don't care, bro. They don't give a fuck.
The funny thing is, child support
at all.
Child support is like so. It's niggas that pay their whole check, and like, what the fuck I'm supposed to get? Like, what? How I'm supposed to? How I'm supposed to get gas every day to go to work? I mean, I'm not gonna say niggas because I'm gonna say because there's my mom was on child support, so like, it's people. But like, I really be wondering, like, how do they be coming up with them numbers? Like, whoever decided, just for a figure's sake, whoever decided $12,000 a month, you need $12,000 a month to take care of a child.
That shit crazy. Yeah. I'm glad I never made that kind of money because I just don't know what I would have been able to do. But one thing I can say, salute to both of my children's mothers because they both went to court and took me off papers after we got to a civil point in life. And I thank both of them for that because we've been able to move and do things in a very different way. Because guess what?
I think
I also am a different kind of dad and so on and so forth. But that's a whole nother day for a whole nother discussion.
And I think the judge should make them pay that shit back.
But fuck, like,
yo,
oh wait a minute, what? Say that again.
I think the judge should make them pay that shit back.
Why?
Because you was going to take care of your kids anyway. Now you wasted everybody fucking time. Why you put the nigga on there in the first place? Pay that shit back. Get that man his money back.
No, I don't. I hear what you're saying, but that's just me having to go down there again and talk to people. Like, you don't know how freeing it is, and I had to go in them buildings. Them buildings feel like your day about to end, bro. Like, you ain't never been down there in them trenches. That shit is a bad day.
I used to work down there. I used to watch some niggas come in there. Like, the funniest part about working because I used to work in the courthouse in a different department. The funniest part about working in the courthouse and seeing niggas ready to go to child support court is the chick always has a lawyer. No, thank you. The chick always has a lawyer. Very rarely does the nigga have a lawyer unless the judge mandates him to have a lawyer if he's like incompetent. The lawyer always standing there meaning business. The chick standing there trying to look like she mean business, and the nigga is always going through it. Keisha, can we just talk? Can we just talk? We can't just talk. No. All right, bro. I hear you, but like when we can't talk, we talk every other time.
Oh shit.
We talk every other time.
We can't talk.
He don't be on the phone with us when we talk. The nigga always look bad.
Yo, this is like, and it's crazy. I'm like, it's certain things that make me thankful for the position that I'm in right now. Because look at the camera, bro. Look at the camera.
Why?
Is that what I look like I'm in right now?
Yo,
is that what I look like I'm in?
So you know how we hear a lot of stories about Hood when he was younger and how he was just a badass kid? We're really getting that tonight. Like, he's found the chord and he's just gonna keep striking that motherfucker every single time. Like,
but yo, wait, real quick. Left, I'm gonna let you finish, but real quick. The worst thing for teachers in life was when the Amanda Show came out. Because it wasn't no telling what I was about to hit a teacher with a man. Like, I could do anything in class, but it wouldn't amount to just a subtle man. And it would send my teachers through the roof.
Yo, you know the noise is driving me crazy. Go ahead.
No, but I'm saying like the position in life that I'm in right now, even though it's a struggle, like the daily grind of two kids under the 8 years old, and actually, trying to navigate that on a daily basis. It's not an easy thing to do, but starting to find a common ground with their mom, which is starting to make things a lot easier. When you get to a point where co-parenting happens at its greatest, at its highest level, it's a beautiful thing. Like if you haven't been in that situation, if you haven't been in a situation where you feel like, you struggling through things, and then you get to a point where you're actually co-parenting and y'all on the same page. Look, we ain't got to be together to take care of these kids. And you get to a point where it's working out and y'all both doing everything that needs to be done for the children. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm grateful that I've never had to go down to the courthouse, because I've heard stories. Like I remember sitting in the barbershop and just hearing people talk about going down to the courthouse. Like it was one story in particular. A man was talking about how he out there hustling, he doing what he gotta do or whatever, trying to get bread up, and he go down to child support, and they like, yeah, how much money you got? So he like, well, what do I owe? How far in the rears am I? It was like, no, what do you have on you? But I'm saying, how much do I owe? Listen, either you gonna tell me what you got, or them dudes in the black uniforms gonna come in here and they gonna take you out of here, but they gonna put cuffs on you. If like when they come out here, they gonna put them cuffs on you. So how much you got? Well, I got this. He said he walked out of there with just enough to get on the bus and buy a sausage to go the fuck home.
This nigga bought a glizzy of all things.
I knew that was coming.
He couldn't get a slice, my nigga. Like,
you couldn't see the way you were serving that oop up. You had to know better than that.
I know. Yeah. I'm
not. No, like I feel for the brother, but like, you bought a glizzy, my nigga. Like they not even like cheap, like that cheap.
Yo, but this is like 10, 15 years ago.
No, back then glizzy was like premium discount eating. Like,
a slice was $1.25 then though. You could get 2 slices in soda for $5.
In the city. Never.
Really? Oh, well, I mean, yeah, valid.
Never, bro. They charge out the ass for pizza. Pizza been $3 a slice downtown for like 10 years, longer than that.
Yeah,
they don't play that shit.
Like, yo, he was telling us that story.
Went to school downtown.
Yeah, like right around the corner from fucking child support court.
Yeah, nigga.
You was right around the fucking corner.
I was grooming myself and I didn't even know it. Anyway, all right. So I got some other cool shit to get y'all opinions on. How about this? This is some other positive shit because this is the zone I've been trying to stay in for my own well-being, and I'll speak on that a little bit later. MasterCard is giving a grant to develop the Center for Black Entrepreneurship at Morehouse and Spelman. So this is dope. MasterCard is essentially pledging $5 million to create these special programs at both of these colleges for the development of Black entrepreneurship and business ownership. And that's again, man, like they got plenty of money. Like, to be fair, $5 million is not even a lot compared to what their resources are. But why talk shit when they doing something? And it's better than doing nothing. Yeah, I think that's dope as hell, man. Like, it's good to have folks out there like pledging towards our causes. And I think business ownership is really like the window to like changing a lot of shit for us, man. Like, the more of us that are owning things and thriving in that world, the more say we have in that shit. So that's always dope. I like that. That was a quick little some goofy shit. So I got sent something, and I told you every week I like to go into my little mail bag from things people send me throughout the time in between. And this last one, so there's a Mexican rapper named Dan Soar.
Oh yeah.
That had gold chains surgically implanted into his scalp. Like,
he getting money.
That man is retarded. Like, that's the goofiest shit I ever heard in my life.
Not he is retarded. He is retarded.
Look, so motherfucker gonna say he went on the big Draco rant. Said, "I'm the first in human history."
That nigga use Google Translate like a bitch.
Oh shit! Yo, wait a minute. He did the shit on a TikTok video too. That's where like the shit broke. Like, what's wrong with these motherfuckers, man? Like, is the clout chase really that deep? It's really that deep. Like, you want to be seen and have some sort of attention so badly that you're willing to do some of the goofiest shit ever. Surgically implanted gold chains.
Just for them shits to be green in 3 months. Just for them shits to be green in 3 months.
Oh no, he's gonna have an infection in a matter of 6 weeks or less.
Look, somebody gonna Lil Uzi Vert that nigga and snatch that shit out of his fucking head.
And that's gonna be.
I mean, bitches be getting their bundles snatched off their shit. And that's gonna be
on World Star.
That might be too graphic for World Star, because if they ain't that shoot too bad, they taking out his whole medulla. This shit gonna be snatched out, and that's gonna be a bad day. So I hope. Yo,
I got some dope shit. I completely forgot. I wanted to shout out my brothers over at Swaps AC, the sneaker store I always shout out, and it's the only Black-owned business in the Tanger outlets in Atlantic City. Governor Phil Murphy stopped by. It was it was Small Business Week. Governor Phil Murphy stopped by with the mayor and shit. The mayor, that's my nigga. We go back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. But that's it. The mayor stopped by and recognized a Black-owned business in a Tanger outlet, which is like next to impossible to do.
Yeah, no, they got Coach and all them other motherfuckers. They got some high end shit.
They got the Jeffrey Bean store out there. You know, I go in there and get them nice silky type shirts and shit. You know, nice buttons.
This nigga said I go in there and get my bean flicked.
Oh man. God.
Hey, you know what we should do for real? We should get 2 more niggas, right? We should get 2 more niggas, and we should open up a burger spot.
5 guys.
Nah, 5 niggas.
How are we gonna advertise that shit, bro? Where are we advertising it? It's strictly social media. We can't go on nobody's regular.
I'm telling you, niggas gonna go to 5. People want to go to 5 niggas. The service has to be garbage.
Yo, like that. It's a glizzy spot in fucking Chicago where they cuss you the fuck out when you order.
Yeah. But like, I don't want to cuss people out. I just want to like slap box while food's being made and shit. Like,
oh shit.
You ever go to a McDonald's and there's a bunch of teenagers back there dicking around when you waiting for your nuggets?
I don't eat McDonald's anymore, and I've not had that experience, but that's funny as shit.
That never happened to you before? Yo, all right, so boom. It was either my senior year or right after my senior year. Me and my best friend Chris, we about to go to Atlantic City to go to a Fab concert. So our thing is we used to drink and then catch the train And then as soon as we get on the train, you can catch the jitney to whatever casino you want to go to.
Because you
so
was
Fab
chilling
was
in
playing,
Atco, nigga.
huh?
You was chilling in Atco.
No, the fuck I was not. No, the fuck I was not.
Man,
So
you know you're a Jersey nigga, certain shit gonna trigger him. You can't say it.
So we get on. So right before we get on the train, I told y'all before, like I grew up right across the street from a McDonald's. So we in McDonald's, and this kid Jason, like one of those kids that just talk mad shit. Every time I go in McDonald's, it don't matter if my dad with me, he would just talk, like say wild shit, like yeah, what's up, bitch? What you want? Like shit like that.
Right.
So I was already sipping I used to do Beef Eater and Wawa Fruit Punch. Why? When I was 7, why was I 17 drinking Beef Eater? I don't know. I got problems. So I'm off the Beef Eater. And then the manager, he started talking crazy to me. The manager was like, you're not going to get enough till somebody slaps you. He was like, he ain't going to slap me. And I was like, can I slap him? And the manager said, yeah. I was like, wow, slapped the shit out this man. And he served me my nuggets. And I was like, you better not spit in it neither.
Yo,
Slapped the dog shit out this man, allegedly.
It's always allegedly.
Yeah, no, we don't be trying to get nobody cases out this joint. All right, so we slapping niggas at McDonald's. What else we doing? Scarface. My man Scarface had a bout with COVID-19 that left him with some kidney damage, and his son.
Damn.
Yeah, he had a bout with COVID that left him with some kidney damage, and he needed a transplant. He was seeking out a donor publicly, but ended up getting the donation from his son, which is dope as hell. Like, to be able to even, first off, you have a relationship with your son where, you know, he's willing to do that for you, for him to be in the right health and a match and willing to make that sacrifice for you is just, it's dope, man, because it's not a given. And none of that shit is a given. You can definitely
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna hold you, and I'm really not. I'm not trying to turn that beautiful moment into some fuck shit. But at one point, my grandma still needs a kidney. She's on a donor list, but they basically just froze her on the list because she doesn't go to dialysis the way that she's supposed to. Like she's like, oh, such and such coming to town, so like I can skip one day. Like no, you literally can't. They give you 4 days a week, 3 days a week. You're supposed to go every time.
Right.
So we were prepping because I don't know what my grandma's blood type is, but I'm O negative, so I could donate to literally anybody. Mm-hmm. So my grandma, we talking she got real sick one time, and I was like, I'm gonna give you a kidney, like whatever I gotta do. So I go to the doctors, I get my blood taken, I'm starting to do the testing, X, Y, and Z. So then they give me the paperwork for my grandma, like these are the things that she cannot do. She can't have fried food. She can't do this. She can't be around people who smoking. She can't do X, Y, and Z. My grandma gets out the hospital. She's starting to get better. She's more mobile. She can do things on her own. Like she's good. She just needs the kidney just to be able to function. She doesn't have to go to dialysis anymore. I'm still prepared to give her my kidney. It's like my grandma read this fucking list and did everything on there. Like, did everything that they told her not to do, and then expected this kidney out of me.
Yeah, no, I ain't mad at you for that.
So I rescinded that motherfucking offer like she was goddamn Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, no.
You're not getting these millions. You're not getting millions.
I rescinded the offer. And like, it wasn't like a tough love moment, but really I'm changing the rest of my life for a 73-year-old.
Right.
Who thankfully, like God willing,
what they want to do.
Right. Yeah. But God willing, let's say she has 20 years left. Right. Like, I feel like that's very high for a black person who just doesn't live healthily. Right.
Right.
So let's say she has until 95. If she got to 95, I damn sure got to 97.
And I ain't giving up 10 of my 97.
Yeah. Like,
I ain't mad at you.
It's 5 years to heal damn near, and then I gotta piss every 30 minutes for the next fucking 70 years.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do what you gotta do. Like, it's literally everything that they said don't do. She was like, yeah, I can't. That's non-negotiable. I like chicken. So
Yo, I'll tell you what, and this is something that you you figure out when you go through shit with your parents is hard-headed and your grandparents is hard-headed. All the OGs in your life, they don't fucking listen. It's really just that simple. Like they don't. And you know, understanding that we are their children, but also understanding that if you want us to do shit, maybe every now and then you should fucking listen to what we ask you to do. Or not even us. Fuck it. Don't listen to me. Listen to the motherfucker who went to school for 16 years, makes hundreds of $1,000s, and saves lives upon lives upon lives on a daily basis. Listen to the doctor with the stubborn ass. Fuck me. Like, don't pay me no mind, but listen to that nigga. Like, and no, you're not doing that.
Y'all parents ever cuss you out for like there's a level of getting like cussed out for no reason, but you ever get cussed out for no rhyme or reason? It's like literally you had nothing to. My mom called me earlier today. I was setting up for dismissal. My mom called me earlier today and was like, I found out I got to get surgery. And I was like, oh, because I knew she had to get surgery on her wrist. She was like, no, I got to get surgery on my knee. And I was like, oh, what happened? And she was like, well, remember I told you it kept locking up? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, I found out that I tore my meniscus at some point and it just never got fixed. Like I never knew. And I was like, oh yeah, that happened to me. So then she was like, oh, what happened when you tore your meniscus? I was like, well, I tore my meniscus and my ACL, and same thing, my knee was locking up and all that stuff. And then she was like, well, why the fuck didn't you tell me since you knew what the symptoms was? And I was like, well, as I recall, the last time you told me your knee was locking up, I said, that's what happened when I tore my meniscus. Well, you should have fucking told me again, Bejor. How?
You ain't shit. Yep.
Fucking bye.
Yep, that's how it is, man.
Yeah, Tasha be snapping.
Yo, for no reason, because you having a bad day.
Yo, Marge, aka that's my mom.
Your mom's name is Marge?
Yes, sir.
She got the
Nah, son.
I know she got the mink. I know your mom got a mean right hook.
Dog.
I know there's no way in hell.
How many weeks ago was it when I told the story about her jumping off the steps and helping my sister whoop that bitch ass?
Oh, I ain't hear that.
I ain't tell that story. All right, so boom. We sit in the crib one day, right? And some dude across the street, like he liked my sister, but my sister wasn't trying to give him no rhythm or whatever. But these girls at school knew that he liked her, and they liked him. So they decided that they was going to show up at my crib to fight my sister because he liked her. So they show up and
stop coming to people's cribs. Like y'all gotta relax with this.
And this was a life lesson moment for me and shit, right? So Shorty knocks on the door, and my mom coming to the door was like, "What's up? Who y'all? We here for your daughter." So she called my sister to the door. My sister, she like, "You know them?" Yeah, I know them. So we like, "What y'all here for?" Well, my girl want to fight your daughter.
So she didn't even say like she. Never mind. Go ahead, continue.
You want to fight my daughter? She's like, so what are you doing here? I'm just trying to make sure she don't get jumped. She's like, all right, Ma, go whoop her ass. My sister hopped off the steps, start mink offers.
Gave her the offer as Marge Simpson.
Yeah, I mean, giving her offers. So Shorty watching her girl get her ass beat and was like, yo, I can't let this go down like this. Like, you know, I got to ride for my girl. Like, she not supposed to get her ass whooped like this. Because, you know, we got sisters that fight like men. So she jumps in to try to help out her girl. And my mom hopped off the steps, mink, giving her all furs as we speak of. And I'm sitting there like, nigga, look at my mom. That's my mom out there beating up his ass. So
it's exciting to see your mom fight, and that's ignorant as hell.
I
apologize for the ignorance that, but like when I see my mom beat a bitch up, I was like, yep, my mom will all y'all bitches ass and say something like I was out there.
I mean, you be ready, you be ready to get your mom in a fight for some shit like, yeah, what you say? I go get my mom. You know what I mean? And
I was this little nigga. I'm like, yeah, you keep talking shit. You know my mom beat Miss Carol up the other day, right? That's like awful nigga. Like, yo, somebody,
so
my mom, your mother's ass. Go ahead.
So within that situation, there was a lesson taught. Do not ever let anybody bring drama to your doorstep. If anybody bring drama to your doorstep, you kick them down them steps. And that is a mantra I've lived by my whole fucking life. And Kev will tell you, like, yo, I live by that shit.
Yo, Les don't like niggas coming to his crib. He really feel a way about it.
So I always wondered because I saw my mom beat my pedophile aunt up. I see my mom, like, I see my mom, like, put hands on my dad, and my dad really wouldn't hit her back. But I never see my mom really, like, rumble. But I always heard stories that my mom used to whoop much ass.
Right.
So I always wonder why my mom used to look like a stray cat, or well, she still looked like a stray cat. So, hear me out. So you know how when they catch the strays, they bring them to the SPCA, they neuter them, and then they clip that one ear, right?
Right.
So they got the one ear that's like this, and the other one be like this. So the top of my mom's ear is flat across. So I'm in, I used to spend my summers in Florida and shit. Like, it's literally like my mom has a regular ear, and then the top of her shit, like right here, is just like the cartilage is just ripped off. Always wondered why that shit was. Spending my summer in Florida with my cousin Margaret, my mom's cousin and shit. And she talked to me. Margaret Jordan, same person. And she was like, yeah, I remember when your mom fought Lil' Kim, not the rapper. And I was like, my mom's friend, Lil' Kim? And she was like, yeah, that like they didn't like each other at first because Kim is from Chester and then moved to Atlantic City. And then they was beefing, like she, you know what I mean? Like, I guess you from Chester, you think you're a real nigga. And then you move to Atlantic City and think that you could be a real nigga in Atlantic City, and it's just different.
Right.
So my mom ended up fighting the girl that's friends with Lil' Kim, whooping her ass. And Lil' Kim hit my mom with a bike chain from behind. Boom! And my mom ate that shit. Like, the bike chain hit my mom's ear, tore her shit off. And my mom just turned back real slow and was like, I'm going to fuck you up. And just keep beating the bitch. And I said, oh, like, my mom's the Terminator. Like, she got hit with the fucking bike chain, didn't budge, and was like, I'm going to fuck you up.
Oh, shit.
That's where you get that shit from.
Yeah, I know. I'm terrible, bro. I don't feel pain. Like,
yeah, you like whatchamacallit, or remember on The Hangover when he hit him with the stun gun? He said, "Oh, sometimes you gotta hit these big ones twice." Yo, you definitely niggas like yo.
Zach Galifianakis ass motherfucker.
Better double tase this nigga. Don't hit him once. You better do something because he's gonna eat that first one. Like walking right through that shit. Looking like Resident Evil. Busting through the shit. Oh man. All right. So all right, I got one for y'all. Y'all know I love to have these moments of how much do you give a fuck? So hold up, let me pull this shit up properly because I don't want to misquote what I have here. Why am I not? I don't see it in my email. All right, give me 1 second on that. Let's skip to this.
Before you go through that, yo,
go ahead.
All right, so with me being single and shit, like I be out here, like I'm not reckless out here in this world or whatever, but it's certain shit. Like I could talk about certain shit now, because I ain't be.
You're not attached to anything previously.
Exactly. So, now it's wild shit. Like, do any of y'all watch wrestling? AEW wrestling?
No, I want to. Like, I shitted on it for a while. I want to again.
Wait. I don't either. And I am not into, chicks having fucking muscles and all that shit.
Oh, shit, bitch. Bicep curl me.
Nigga. Jade Cargill? Dog. That motherfucker is a bad bitch. Lord have
Wait, which one is it? A motherfucker or a bad bitch? Which?
Listen, I mean, I don't think she fucks mothers, but if she's a mother, hey, let me holler at you real quick. Jade Cargill is bad as shit. I need y'all to look her up. Right this moment.
It's funny that
well,
you,
no,
that you. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm
It's funny that you brought up AEW just because I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, where the fuck did this? Where they come? Like they just getting because they had fucking nobodies. They were kind of like a meme originally. Like, oh look at this goofy shit. Like remember the nigga that was he was fighting, but he had his hands in his pockets the whole time. He had on the white cowboy boots and shit. Like it was really a meme. And now they got Sting on there. They got all types of like legends and shit. So I looked into it. Apparently, the business came out of wanting to do right by wrestlers and them having to say in the storyline, having to say in their contract, they have a union involved. Like they're really so like, yeah, I don't really care for wrestling like that anymore, but I think that's fucking dope given what we know of WWE.
Right. Who don't treat these motherfuckers right in any way, shape, or form.
I'm about to send something to the group chat that we do because
no doubt.
Y'all remember the what's his name? What's the nigga name that owned the WWE?
Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Y'all remember the Vince McMahon do-rag era?
The most racist era in the history of wrestling.
Nigga.
What's up, my nigga? Like what? Who the fuck let them get away with that shit?
Him, because he's the sole writer.
Yeah, Gigi says her mom hit a dude with a pool stick back in the day. Damn. Yo, if you hit somebody with a pool stick, like you have officially graduated to like barroom brawl gladiator. Like you just shit fucking niggas up with pool stick.
I got hit in the back with a fucking with a pool stick before.
Yeah. Your shit was all mangled after that.
It was. Yo. It was like a bruise. It was a deep bruise that like turned into a scab somehow, but it didn't bleed. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
But it was like getting kicked in the nuts. Like I had like a solid 15 seconds to whoop this nigga ass, and then my back hurt after that.
Listen, shout out to Andrew McDonald. I appreciate you not fucking killing me, dog. Like this shit was crazy. Listen, I'm about to fucking break this shit down so that forever be broke. So me and this guy, matter of fact, I'm in high school. I'm in 11th grade because he was a year ahead of me and shit, right? Some shit popped off. I had a broken wrist at the time. I broke my wrist playing football. So he did something to me, and I swung on him, and I cracked him in the back with my cast. We're in shop class. This motherfucker picked up a brick and went the fuck everything about my life up. Like, he pulled that motherfucker back and was about to come, like, he was about to kiss me in the face with that bitch. Matter of fact, it ain't even shout out to him. It's shout out to Mr. Adams. Because Mr. Adams saw that shit and was like, no! Motherfucking brick. I was about to die that day. I was about to have a stripe like Omar down the face and shit.
Yo, remember on next Friday? He was like, I'm gonna just that brick Craig fucks you up with.
Yo, Sticky Fingers was funny as shit in that movie.
He was so good at that one little couple lines that nigga had, yo. Oh, man.
Call Tyrone. Yeah, you keep hitting me, I'm gonna knock your fucking eye straight like Craig should have.
Yo, he told that nigga, I wonder if this that brick Craig fucked you up with. Damn, dog. Like, that shit was funny. That movie has some very good moments, low key. Like, oh man. All right, so for some reason I can't find the shit that I was looking for. So I'll go on to what was next in my queue. Meek got a new album dropping. I'm a Meek guy, so I'm going to always say something when that shit happens. October 1st.
My first birthday.
Your first birthday?
My original birthday.
And then you was one of them stubborn babies?
Nah, my parents lied to get me in kindergarten early. So they forged my birth certificate and put October 1st on it. And my birthday is the 5th. But I was like super ahead. So they was like, we're not holding him out a whole year if he knows more than kindergarten material. So they got in mad trouble for that shit, all that. Like I had to go see a child psychologist and all that just to stay in kindergarten so they wouldn't kick me out.
Damn. That's wild. That's a lot.
Bro, I started off rough, my nigga. Like
shit wasn't that we live hard over here, nigga.
Motherfuckers never loved us.
Rough.
Rough, nigga. Oh man, they tens, but I keep them clean though. So yeah, Meek got a new Jones driving October 1st. I'm always excited to hear new work.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
You know who happy as shit right now?
Who?
Your sister Nikita. She happy as fuck right now.
Oh yeah, no.
My husband about to drop an album. She gonna fuck me up when she see this shit. She gonna fuck me up when she see this.
So in the category of shit we just shouldn't do, why do we keep remaking all these classic movies, right? Like, what are we doing? Why are we touching shit? So have you heard about the latest remake? They are remaking Whitney Houston's The Bodyguard. Now,
that movie was bad to begin with. We just like that song.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Now, this is just me. If you don't know anything about me as far as singers go, you can't tell me Whitney Houston ain't like she's my favorite female singer ever. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Fuck the drugs, fuck Bobby, fuck all that crazy shit. That bitch went right to sing better than any woman I've ever fucking heard in my life. That's just me. It's my opinion. You're more than welcome to disagree if that's what you feel. Now, again, this movie was not a good movie. I agree. I do not disagree with that. And as much as I love Nippy and I will fight a nigga about my opinion about her, I agree 1,000%. The Bodyguard is not a good movie. Why are we fucking with the goddamn Bodyguard? Why are we remaking the Bodyguard? For what? For what? So it could be
okay. Who is Whitney? Who's playing Whitney's role?
Who's playing Whitney?
Who's playing? I got a Steve Harvey in this shit. I got a Steve Harvey that shit. Even though I can't stand that motherfucker. But who is playing Whitney's role?
See, and to me, when you do that,
because if it's not Jennifer Hudson,
that makes me think of Stewie.
Stewie, yeah.
Let's see here. It has been announced no stars have been solidified in stone yet. So we shall see who they plan on.
Yeah, if it's not Jennifer Hudson, because she's the closest as far as vocals go to Whitney.
You want to know what I hope happens with this movie? Even better than that. The same thing that happened with the Soulja Boy Juice movie. Like, I just hope it did. Like that specific thing. I hope it gets all the trimmings of the social media, support, and and then it just doesn't. It's like more than doesn't happen, but like less than it happening. You know what I mean?
It doesn't need to happen. This is another one of those things where it's like, who asked for this?
Not a damn person.
For this, so my man Mintz popped in with Whitney Hutton. That is one of the best goddamn Martin episodes ever, man. He said he went down to the concert. He said, "Man, I barely got away." He was like, "Look at the shirts, Gina. Look at the shirts." He said, "Whitney Houston t-shirt." He said, "This ain't no Whitney Houston. This ain't Whitney Hutton. It's bruh man with a bad wig." She said, "Where bruh man?" He said, "They got him, baby. He got the slow body." That shit, oh my God, man. Martin's amazing. That was a good one too. Whitney Hutton is a good one. Good pull by Brother Menzel on that one.
Hey.
Who asked for this? That's really what this turned. Speaking of who asked for this, did y'all watch the verses? Because I didn't. I just want to know if y'all did.
I watched P. Well, P was she was crafting doing t-shirts. So we were watching it. It was bad. They were very much well, first of all, this girl Sin, she was like kind of like my sister's arch nemesis growing up, but like she was too pussy to ever do anything about it. Not my sister, Sin. So she pokes fun at me on Facebook, and I always tag my sister. I'm like, "Oh, my sister will fuck you up," that type of thing. And she's also one of the people like you've never not seen her pregnant, but all of her kids are all like 3 and above. Like, how are you always pregnant, but your kids are all 3 and up? So she was saying this is the best verses ever, and I was like, "Bro, just delete this. Like, you about to get jumped in these comments. Like, why would you say something so strong or wrong?"
I didn't watch it. I heard a lot about it. The two prevailing stories that seemed to come out of it were that Joe called Vita and Mo dusty bitches.
He didn't though.
Listen, I'm telling you the stories as they were presented and what they appeared to have. So Joe called Mo and Vita dusty bitches, then apologized. Then Remy said something to Lil Mo about why you bring it to social media. Yet she said this to her on social media. Like, I find all these celebrity people to be strange as shit. They're so fucking weird. And then the other thing was that Nelly and Ashanti hugged, and it was weird for both of them. So those are the only two stories that I got out of it. No one told me anything musically. And and that Ja really cleaned him up. That was the other thing.
As he was supposed to. Like
that Ja cleaned him up. Those were the three things I got out of the information.
And, no, you want to know it's the fourth? Fat Joe got on that stage in this Twitter age, in this information age, and got up there and was just lying his ass off. Don't make me play this song. Don't make me play Candy Shop. I made that beat and I produced this song. Like, my nigga. And then corny ass Ja Rule was like, nah, nigga, if you ain't hit the buttons, then you ain't make the beat. What's valid? But why you gotta say buttons, you old bitch? Like, like the old people that call everything tapes.
If you ain't hit the buttons, yo, hold up. But wait, here's something else I want to know though.
But
right?
didn't Scott Storch make that motherfucking beat?
Yeah, but Scott Storch said in the comments, he was like, I made the Candy Shop beat. Joe made Joe helped me with the intro. So I guess that 4 seconds. And I don't even think Fat Joe got a credit on that shit.
Because he didn't deserve it.
So let me so first off, Ja Rule and Fat Joe was a mismatch from the door, if we being honest. Like, y'all clown on Rule and say the shit y'all want to say. He had way too many hits for that man, and there's just no way he could have won. It's just that simple. Now, it definitely should have been somebody else in front of Rule. Here's my question, and the other thing that I seen was Diddy and Jermaine Dupri kind of going back and forth about it. Now, let's have this conversation, y'all, because while in your mind, you might be like, all right, Diddy gonna win that easy, but no. Let's relax, because if we're talking about production, like
Jermaine Dupri really pressed the buttons.
Exactly, he really did that shit. But the other side is that Puff said, I can stay in Biggie and somebody else and win.
Biggie and Mary J?
He said I could go Biggie and Mary J and kill him. But you said, and mind you, Mary J, you never hear me. That's my favorite fucking ever. You'll never hear me say a bad word. But we act like JD don't got a whole Mariah bag. Like a bag. Not like a song or like a bag of Mariah shit. Like, all them young men he took advantage of. And I know how weird that sounds when I say it in our context. But like, all them young boys he was writing them songs with, making them do dances and shit. All the fucking money he made off Chris Cross and
Bro, like, what did he got for the Miggity Mac Daddy? He don't got much for that.
This is what I'm saying.
Nah, but Diddy killed that man with kindness. Diddy, the way Diddy put that tweet together, it was like on the Boondocks when they was on the civil rights movement and the nigga was letting niggas down slow. Like, Diddy let that nigga down so slow and so ever so soft when he said your arms ain't long enough to fight with a god. I said, God damn, Diddy. I'll party with you, Daddy.
Stop.
Listen. I mean, what the real conversation is the fact that
you
fell asleep.
We lost that nigga.
But you seen how he was like, is the fact that
you thought we was on Deuce Bigelow.
I was like, this nigga fell asleep.
Oh man, that was almost awful. Damn, that was funny.
They was got killed.
Yo, you sound like a Sega Genesis.
I'm about to say, bro.
That's fuck.
Yo. Bro, I don't know. This shit lagging crazy right now, bro. We got
your horny ass cat rubbing on the router.
Hey, I put the cat in. My cat is gone. I gave the cat up.
Or did your cat get a cat up?
He evicted the cat.
You did?
Yeah, man.
What's he on? 52nd and Wide Loosen?
54th. You hit the 54th Street Lounge.
I don't want anything to do with any of this. I promise you. I don't.
Oh my gosh, yo, y'all get on my goddamn nerves.
Nah, but honestly, for a showman's sake, that would be a fire verse. That versus would be if the Timberland versus Swiss Beats versus was cool, it would be this one.
Right.
Can I ask y'all a question real quick?
Because he was asking for Dr. Dre, like.
That's not a. I don't think Dr. Dre's music aged as well as. Yeah, like Puff is gonna fuck Dr. Dre up, respectfully.
And that's the reason why he wants Dr. Dre, because he know he's gonna win that one.
Yeah, I don't like that matchup either.
I don't know, but when Diddy he be doing this little cha-cha move, nigga, that do something to me.
I love the cha-cha.
Yo.
Hey, yo, never mind.
With the Dominican.
Question. How come I think I bring this man up like every probably 5th episode. How come of all the words in the English dictionary, like why does Swiss Beats pick zone to be the one that he says every 4th word? But like not even that, like I heard him use it in a regular sentence and it made me it made me mad. Like it actually pissed me off. When he was apologizing, when he was explaining the Drake shit, and he was like, "Well, you mean that was the zone that I was in that night?" And I was like, "You could have said any fucking word." I feel like I feel like Regina George, like, stop saying fetch. It's never going to catch on. That's how I feel. That's a Mean Girls reference for everybody.
I'm about to say you and your Mean Girls. Baby.
I was about to say I might be the only bitch on here that love Mean Girls.
No, man, no.
You're a bad bitch over there. You're a bad bitch.
But you're definitely, the baddest bitch on the set. But
I don't know about all that. It's Left the Stallion.
Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shit.
Oh, man. Literally Anything podcast for the people. Hour and 17 minutes in. We hope you are having fun with us. We on here talking shit. Hood's very gay today. We don't know why. He's off his medication. He's just out here just saying the first thing that comes to his goddamn mind, and it's dangerous. It's really fucking dangerous. So let's see. All right, we got a discussion we want to get into. I want to give it a few minutes because it's it's one of them things where it's going to be opinions being sprouted. And we want motherfuckers to be able to get their shit off their chest. It is now September. We are 9 months in, 9 and some change. We've had 9.5 months worth of albums drop. And we want to talk about those who you feel are the best so far this year. Album of the Year discussion, early edition. We'll revisit this in December when the year is actually over. But up to this point, we would like to have a discussion about the best albums we've. Now, when Hood put it out, he said 5. I don't know that. I think I want to keep mine to 3. Honestly, just because it's we still got a lot more time left this year, and I don't want to overshoot on anything as far as
I meant like up until now, like what 5 are in the conversation? That was more so that.
Yeah, no, and that's fine, and we had that discussion, but I just wanted to clarify what my thought process was within that. But I'll let you start though, bro. It was your topic. I'd definitely like to hear what you got to say on it.
So I do want to preface this with 2020. Okay, so one. I have a couple of things before my list. 1, 2021. Okay, let me backtrack. Every so often, there's a year where all the stars align and everyone we want to drop an album drops an album. And when we think about like a music year, we usually think through December, right? But it also spans back to like October.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the Grammy season. Right. Yeah. So like I always say, Roddy Ricch had the best album in 2020, but his album came out in 2019. Does that make sense?
Right.
So all the albums on my list are from 2021 to keep it fair, but like that's my mindset. So like when I'm going through what I'm thinking, like Detroit 2 is in that conversation. Like, oh no, that actually came out in 2020. King's Disease, like that. I'm like, oh no, that came out in 2020. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the second thing, like I said, for some reason, like 2016 or 2015 or 2016 was one of those years where like everybody dropped. 2013 was that 2013? Summer 2013. Like Hove dropped, Mac Miller dropped, Kanye dropped. Who else dropped? J. Cole dropped. Like everybody is, you know what I mean?
20 Miller got some new shit coming to streaming too.
Does he?
Yeah, it's not new music, but some music that was previously unavailable.
And it's the Currency album dropping at midnight too.
Yeah,
his second one in the last 3 weeks.
Well, you know when he start dropping, that shit comes in waves.
Well, he said that he had 7 projects to drop before the end of the year.
That's fire. So the other thing is the only thing 2021 is missing is a Ross album. That's what I feel like. Like if Kendrick didn't drop for the rest of the year and he dropped in 2022, I'd be okay with that. If I want a Ross album in 2021 with all the music that has dropped more than I want a Kendrick album. I feel like it's more suitable.
I'm always okay with a Ross album. Gigi says J. Cole. She chimes in.
Okay.
That is your album of the year vote, Gigi. Anybody else who's listening, if you have an album of the year vote, just throw it in the comments so we can add it to the conversation for sure. Gigi says J. Cole. Anybody else with an album of the year nomination is Gun in there? Because I really like this last Gun album that just dropped a couple weeks ago. I don't know if they put it that far up yet.
It has.
I don't think it's quite at that, but I just want to know how niggas feel about it. I like it a lot.
For me,
I like it a lot as well.
It's a good album, but it hasn't been out long enough for me to put it above the albums that I fuck with so far.
Right.
Or I don't know that it hasn't been out long enough because I was saying Cole had the best album of the year by 7 a.m. on Friday, like that, because I was up typing a paper, so I listened to it literally 12 times.
Yeah, you jumped out that window early. You definitely
did. And I'm not going to say I maintain that because some things might have shaken up. All right, let me get through it. So my number 5 is Donda.
Okay.
Any elaboration, or you want me to afterwards?
Yeah, you just give us the list, and if you want to go into something that you feel like you need to explain, by all means, brother.
Number 5 is Donda. Number 4 is Certified Lover Boy. Number 3, very slept on album this year, Vince Staples by Vince Staples.
Okay.
My number 2 and number 1, I keep going back and forth with them.
Tyler and J. Cole.
Precisely.
Those are my top 2 as well. I got Tyler number 1. I got Cole number 2.
On this list that I have written right here, I got Tyler number 1 and Cole number 2.
Right. If we're going to expand it to the end of 2020, King's Disease is in that discussion. When is Benny and Hit Boy album out? When did that drop? Last September.
I feel like it was still like it was like this weather. Because Benny, because that was he was on a run like Hit Boy. Right. That was the Hit Boy run, right?
Right. So I don't know. That might not. That might be more last year.
Right. Detroit 2 was like right at that.
It was almost there. And again, I don't think it would be in my top 5, but I wouldn't mind listening to a discussion about it. I'm really having a tough time getting into Donda. I keep trying. It's just not fucking working for me, man. It's just, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know the zone that I need to find, and I know you hate that word, as you just said, but I need to get my Swissy on and find my zone. Because I can't get into that jam, man. Certified Lover Boy is fire. I don't know that it's a rap album, though.
What?
I think it's more of it's an album with some rap songs on it.
I felt like for the title, it's pretty rap heavy for the title.
Okay. So, but I guess maybe you're right about that. I'll give you that.
Because hold on, I'm about to look because it's a conversation that I've had. Somebody, actually a very well respected DJ from my area, was like, I'd rather listen to Kanye's gospel album than Drake's R&B album. And I was like, wow, a DJ when the DJs don't really listen to the music before they post about it, like that blew my shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's not. All right, so here's the thing. I still don't know where else I could classify it, so I would have to classify it as rap. It's not pop or R&B enough to be classified as a full one of those albums, but it has much more of a crossover, like spliced album than a pure hip hop album, if that makes sense. Now that's not saying it's not dope. It's still dope. I definitely like it better than Donda, but it's I don't know. But I feel like you can do that with any. Go ahead.
Yeah, me personally, I couldn't get into a whole list of albums, honestly. Like, and it's crazy. I'm mad at myself because, like, for me, like, all right, an album like D Smoke's album, and I'm mad that I caught on to it so late because that album came out in February of last year, as opposed to like when I found out about it, it was late in the year. You dig what I'm saying? So it was one of them albums that I was holding on to, you know, like that's like
through this year.
That is like one of the top albums. Yeah, that is one of the top albums of 2020. So I can't even grab that one. But my favorite album of the year so far is La Machina by fucking Conway the Machine. Like that album is crazy.
Another one, yes.
That was in consideration for me for sure.
Have that discussion for sure. That album's fire.
As far as the between Drake and Kanye, I haven't gotten all the way through either album.
They're both very long.
Yeah, like as you see my name, aka Sexy Flexy, like I'm so fucking mad at Drake for that I'm Too Sexy motherfucking song.
Bro.
Like, as a man, you're not supposed to be talking about how fucking sexy you are. And like,
nigga, that's cat. I've been a bad bitch.
No, that's on fire, Left. I can't even front. Like,
I'm a belly roll in the club today and dare a nigga to do something.
It's not fire for like listening.
You 6'2", nigga. Like you always dare a nigga to do something. Like
that shit's fire.
Listen, this motherfucker 6'2". He always dare a nigga to do something. Like, fuck out of here with that shit. I'm 5'9". Like no.
Left the 5'9".
Yeah. So whatchamacallit had a dope album, man. And I can't front on Moneybagg Yo, John. That album was fire, man. I don't know what year it is. That's 2021?
Yeah, that's 2021.
That album is fire, yo. Like, that's a good album. Like, I don't know if, like, I'm not going to say it's album of the year, but another nigga in another conversation might try and have that conversation.
Yeah, like if one of the kids said it, I'd be like, you know what, you know hip hop.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you listen to mature shit. I'm not mad at that at all. Truthfully, sure. Moneybagg Yo, a super early Moneybagg Yo got a fire J. Cole verse. A lot of niggas don't even know about that shit. It's called Say Nah. That shit is hard.
Yeah.
Shit is hard. And like J. Cole wasn't giving niggas verses. It was like in that like the London. The joint he did with Gangstar, it was like in that run.
Common just dropped the album too.
Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to listen to that.
I didn't
have to listen to that yet though.
The first song on the album, I knew the sample from Splice, so I fell off immediately, to be honest with you.
Right, it turned you back. You weren't feeling it after that.
Yeah, because Splice basically is it's an app where you pay like it's like a subscription, and you can get royalty-free sounds for producers. And like, yeah, I hear songs and I hear sounds on songs, but like when the main sample is like I made it, you know, like I made that beat, and I expect more out of Common.
Right, you felt like it was a bit of a step down, right?
Yeah.
I definitely feel you.
I actually got Splice on my phone. I got that app on my phone, but I got it so I could put videos together and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's you can get beats from so many different places now, man. That shit be wild. Like you can actually like just throw a nigga $25 in the middle of nowhere, and he just give you a beat.
Yeah,
like,
man,
BeatStars is the shit right now. Like if you hood BeatStars, my nigga.
I know. I've been slacking in my Mac and Pro because every time I make a beat, I make a song over it, or I give it to a homie. I really been slacking in my Mac.
You get your bread up on BeatStars, nigga. Shout out to Timbaland for that.
So in this conversation, imagine Michael Jordan right now held a press conference this season. I will be relinquishing my owner rights to the Hornets, and I'm making myself available for free agency. And the team picks him up, and he gives niggas buckets, like 26 a game, 6 rebounds a game, and for Jordan, what 5? We want to say 4 or 5 assists a game.
He not passing the goddamn ball.
Okay, so let's say 3.9, right? Imagine Jordan is what, 56, 58?
That's an old ass nigga.
Right. How does Hove give us album of the year quality verses still?
At this age, listen, man, he's a
experience.
But niggas get ring rust. That's my thing. I don't think Hove is one of them niggas that's because from what we know of Hove does not like being in the studio. He gets in, does what he got to do, and he gets right the fuck out. Right. He lets everybody else do what they got to do. I don't see him in the studio just rapping because, like Eminem, who literally goes there so he stays sober. Like, I don't see that happening.
But there's a thing that you gotta look at with Hove putting music together. You understand that he's one of these people who doesn't write. Like he doesn't actually sit down and put things on paper. So it's a different process when it comes to putting together music. All right, I show up or somebody send me a track. I'm Hove. Somebody send me a track. I wish I was Hove, but you know. All right, so somebody send you a track and you're like, oh, I don't fuck with this, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. Somebody else send you a track, I don't fuck with it, so I'm not fucking with it. And then you hear something, and you know how this is, you being an MC, like when you hear something that gives you chills, you immediately like, yo, I gotta do something with this right now. So then, like the ring rust doesn't come into play when you're talking about that because you kind of have an out-of-body experience when you hear something that touches your soul. You dig what I'm saying? Like I've had moments like that to where it's like this track. You like I've written shit that I didn't look down on the page at. You dig what I'm saying? Like listening to a beat or whatever, and I never looked down at the page. It was just like I just started scribbling, and then the next thing I know, I got 16 bars, and that shit is fire.
That's true, but you said you have had moments. Hove hasn't in this post Hove rap career.
Post 444 era has been crazy.
Bro ain't missed. The Carters wasn't a great album, and it was not his fault. The Carters is a good album. I love that album.
Good album. I thought it was, but it was her album.
It was Beyonce featuring
album than the Jay-Z album for sure. Jeezy said her dude said King's Disease is the album of the year. It's in the discussion for sure. It's absolutely to be a discussion to be had.
Where the fuck is
anything?
When did what's the name come out?
What?
Alfredo. Was that last year?
2020.
2020.
Freddie low key had Alfredo and bandana. Like his bandana was end of 19, beginning of 20.
Right.
And Alfredo was right at the end of 20. Like Freddie low key had 2 of the top 5 albums of the year last year.
Freddie makes me so mad because he literally only drops classic albums. Like it's like I dare that nigga to make an album with more than one producer.
Like, yeah, but this is what he do though. and you gotta respect it because he take what he can do and he let a producer guide him through that, and he just float on that shit.
But
and it's beautiful music every time.
Let's keep it a bean. Action Bronson walk so Freddie Gibbs can run.
I mean,
listen, I
Bronson
can't wait
is underrated to me.
Yeah, Bronson.
I feel like Bronson overall is underrated as hell.
Yo,
so I'm not mad at that statement. I'm not mad at that statement.
Yo, Bronson will be here next month. So as a team, like we might need to matter of fact, what is it? October 2nd, he'll be here at Franklin Music Hall. We need to make that a squad.
I don't know if Action Bronson is going to perform the Action Bronson that I want to hear because he's still very much active as an artist. And I don't know about you. I don't want to hear what Action Bronson has to say currently.
I haven't heard anything from him in a long time that I liked a lot. It's been a couple years since he dropped something where I was like, damn.
And as an artist,
I'm going. Fuck it. I'm just like,
I respect that, but I know how. But to Hood's point, he's not an artist that goes deep into his catalog at every show. He'll have a show where he'll only do new shit, and they'll have a show where he do classic shit. It depends on when you catch him and what the vibe is for that night. So I definitely dig where Hood is coming from. If you want to go out there and you're looking to hear like the classic Bronson, when he was doing the shit, when
the mixtape Bronson,
mixtape Bronson that was still fat with the like.
The funny thing is,
who's the skinny nigga now?
Skinny Bronson looks like it hurts. Fat Bronson was very fluid and athletic and like.
Right.
I seen that nigga do a cartwheel on stage before. Like I've seen him stage dive and shit. But Skinny Bronson moves like his body hurts.
No, Bronson's my guy though.
That nigga tight right now. Like all he do is
introducing is Bronsolino, bro.
Yo, that verse.
I got a group of hoes like Pat Summit. I look like Arnold Schwarzenegger in a black Hummer. Yo. We talk about we talk about Ross being the king of saying bullshit and it being fly. It like if it's what you say his name? It was Evil. What's his name?
Evil Roscoe.
Evil Roscoe. Like that's Evil Rick Ross for real.
Yeah, because he's a white version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bronson said she had the cleft palate. I ordered
chef salad.
She had the club foot with the little arm. I couldn't help but laugh and order chicken parm. I had the full bulls warm up with the
Pippins on.
Like Bronson just really be talking, man. Like he be fucking it up. Like that's
she sucked me through my boxes while I was rocking flip flops. Grip the wheel, whip still. That's it.
Yeah. Oh man, yo,
hold on, wait. You know what verse?
I love how you finish fucking songs, dog. You be like, yeah, that's it. Like
it's me.
It's me.
You know what verses I want to see for the culture?
For the culture.
Hear me out. Damn, I think it got to be a three-way. Pause. Split Star, Flavor Flav, Big Body Best. Big Body Best gonna eat them niggas, dog.
Yo.
Any song that says featuring Big Body Best is fire.
Yo, and it's wild because a lot of people who are listening have no fucking clue what we're talking about.
No, you right about that.
This is for the true hip hop heads. Like, you know what I mean? But Big Body.
It was a hot afternoon. Location unverified. Foam posits. 16 Dominicans, and all of them got shaved up toothbrushes. Like that is some Big Body Best shit.
Yo.
That nigga said all of them got shaved down toothbrushes.
Yo.
Oh shit. That's hilarious, bro.
Yo, rest in peace to the motherfucking guy, Mr. Norm McDonald.
Norm McDonald, definitely.
Oh yeah, that shit fucked me up for real.
Yeah, rest in peace, Norm McDonald, for sure, man. That's a hell of a comedy writer and a very good
and the person who was very unafraid to just like, I'm just going to be funny, whether you want me to be or not. Like cool. I hear what you're saying, but like I'm going to be funny.
And you gonna have to deal with it because everybody else knows I'm funny.
He's very much the Norm Macdonald is like, hey, guess what? You have an off button. You have a turn the channel button. You have a like that. You utilize it if this is not what you want.
It costs you nothing. Pay me no mind. He's definitely one of those dudes.
And he wasn't very controversial. I don't think that he tried to stay within the lines of like what societal norms. He just said what he wanted. Damn it. R.I.P. to my nigga.
Yeah, man. No, I was a big Norm Macdonald fan, and I'm a Saturday Night Live guy, so that's just
everybody that's my age, all of our viewers that's my age. He was the genie on Fairly Odd Parents.
That's a good reference for that.
And he was also what was he in Dr. Dolittle?
Shit. I forget which animal he was.
I can hear his voice.
One of the animals, definitely. Norm Macdonald was a great comedian, man. He was a great writer. That was the other thing that you got to understand, because sometimes comedians for they stand up or for their movies, but like through one of the best eras of Saturday Night Live, Norm Macdonald was a great writer of that show. So that was fire. So let's see what we got here. We are 1 hour and 40 minutes in. Literally Anything podcast for the people. We appreciate everybody who's taking their time to check us out here tonight. Like I said, my birthday just passed. But today is my little sister's birthday. For those who don't know, in January of 2011, my little sister, we lost her. She passed away. Excuse me. And it's a tough situation for me. Today is her birthday. Our birthday is 2 days apart. All we ever did was celebrate and have fun with that. So this has been a very difficult day for me. Shout out to my mom and my little brother who are also having the same day and left, and everybody else who ever got to know my sister.
Slap Rock.
She, if you ever hung with her, she absolutely had like fun with everything she did. A nickname for you and everything that was going on. Will drink your ass under the table, and just was a whole lot of fun. So that's where a lot of my head is at today. I wasn't really ready for the show. I didn't do my usual promotion. I wasn't putting stories up. I was just not in a good space with it. But I knew I had this right here for these 2 hours, and I was looking very much forward to it. And I'm glad I got to come here and do this. So regardless of wherever it started, I'm glad where it ended up. And I appreciate y'all for being here and hanging out with me. And rest in peace to my little sister who would have turned 35 years old today. This Naisha doing Andrews.
Our little sister.
I'm sorry, brother. Don't take that personally.
No, not at all. Like, I mean.
So yeah, man. That's where I'm at, y'all. If I seem off or if anything seems not to be what it usually would be, that's my explanation for that. We try and keep it funky with y'all, but I'm having a little sip, having a little fun with my brothers. We talking about these albums of the year. Okay. Here's another thing that I wanted to kind of run through here real fast before we get up out of here. Did y'all hear this producer boy Tom Rundgren and his experience at working with Ye on the Donda project?
Wait, I thought it was the engineer, or it was that two separate things.
Yeah. My bad. I said producer, didn't I? I didn't say that. I'm one of the few artists not on Kanye's album. We're going to say in a recent interview, I have 3 albums worth of Kanye stems on my computer. I keep getting called by Kanye to add vocals onto the record. We got into the home stretch in July. I said that's enough for me. I have no idea whether any of this is being used. I don't get feedback from him or regarding whether it is. Let me see. 88 Keys asked him to come on to the fold. That was how it ended up happening. Bro was so frustrated. He said, I'm tired of working with this shoe designer, which to me is like a fire diss. Like, he actually kind of got him the fuck out of there with that. So, yeah, like, Yay, man, he burned a lot of bridges with this Donda situation, man. Like,
but he's burned a lot before that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like you said, like when it comes to somebody like Hove, and you know he not missing right now, but he ain't really relying on other niggas. Like Ye missing a little bit, and he's still getting niggas on there. Like what?
Yo,
God?
You know what's the one? I was watching Lil Nas X Breakfast Club interview, and they brought up the fact that like you just like can't cancel Kanye.
Right.
Like the one person that you would want to be canceled, right? Like society would want Kanye to be canceled. But like Kanye is like, yeah, I said that. Like, okay, like you gonna get over it or what? Like, I don't think Kanye I don't think he gives a fuck. Like, I really don't think he cares. Like, I think his ability to drop what he deems art supersedes everything else. So he don't give a fuck.
I mean, that's a valid point, though. He certainly operates like he doesn't give a fuck. Nothing that he does in the way he feel like that whole Andre 3000 situation with that clearly tells you he don't give a fuck. You don't do that to 3 Stacks. 3 Stacks don't come give everybody a verse. Like, that's just what it is. It's a handful of niggas that can say they got a 3 Stacks verse. Like Ross, Tip, he gave Devin the Dude a verse, but of course Devin the Dude is so well respected that that's not a surprise. But like you're talking a short list of niggas that Stacks show up and throw a verse on. Like and you took what that man thought was gonna be one thing and turned it into your own thing. Like
which was weird because now granted, Kanye should have just it was what it, like that song didn't make the album because Andre didn't clear his verse, right? Isn't that
right.
He should have just took Andre off because like that is the hardest verse I've heard from Kanye in a long time.
I mean, he needed it. He definitely needed it.
Sci-Hi did that.
Probably so.
Sci-Hi did that.
I tend to always think that when I hear a fire Kanye verse. Like, sorry, bro. I don't think you did that.
Seidel. Oh, happy birthday to Seidel Young. It's his birthday today as well.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, my favorite rapper. Everybody knows that's my favorite rapper currently. Well, even though he hasn't rapped in a very long time, but
we could definitely use some more side work for sure. All right, so we got 10 minutes left before we shut it down. I'm gonna try and be on time today. Who's
the king of the subs? Like, who is it still Hove, or has Drake taken that crown?
Well, Drake has it now because he raps more.
I mean over what we know of careers. And you could argue that Drake's career is about not lengthwise, but body of work over time.
He got enough albums.
He got enough albums and material.
So this is another quick thing I hate the streaming era. Do you know Drake has like the top 8 singles on the top 10 of the Hot 100 right now? And that's only because of streaming. That's literally something that never could happen in the pre-streaming era. If when Blueprint came out, niggas could stream Blueprint. Do you know how many motherfucking spins Ola Jovito would have got from that first summer? Like niggas was playing that shit in their car, like that shit, like nigga. North Philly, that Manland.
Let me talk.
And that wasn't even one of my favorite songs on that album. But Jimmy, you go there and fucking
like they was playing.
Oh man,
Gisa, you was playing that song. I know you was.
I don't know if Gisa was, but I know every other Puerto Rican I ever met in my life was playing that song at that time.
Look, you be on Susquehanna Avenue and you hear a car that's at 4th Street and shit. Hola, Jovito, you at 10th Street. It's nothing like.
Can I tell you?
It's nothing but tweeters, dog. They ain't got no basis, all tweeters.
Can I tell y'all why Hove is the best rapper of all time?
I'm listening.
Blueprint dropped on the same day as our Pearl Harbor.
Right.
And we cared. Not to say that 9/11 wasn't obviously 9/11 is what it is, but I couldn't watch cartoons that day. Like literally Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, everything was all 9/11 coverage. Everything. But I listened to Takeover that day.
I'll give you one better. I can tell you exactly where I was. I was the fuck at work, working in the gallery at Old Navy. I was the shipment manager. I got to work at 6 o'clock that morning. My shift was from 6 to noon. I had a 6-hour shift that day. I go on break as soon as the mall opened to go purchase Blueprint. Me and my man go down there together. My man Pop. Shout out to my man
Mr.
Pop.
Thorpe.
Kamara Thorpe. That dude's birthday was yesterday too. That's one of my oldest friends. Worked at Foot Locker with that brother back in '96. That's my guy. But either way, we're walking through the mall after we come grab the Blueprint, and niggas is closing gates, closing up shop. We walking through the mall like, what the fuck happened? So I get back up to the store, and like, yeah, they said a plane just hit the. Then they cut the TV on, and we all watching it at work. And then they sent us home, or whatever the case is. But I went home with my Blueprint CD and watched the news with my mom and my sister and my little brother and all that. We all got that. And once I got tired of that, the first thing I did was come upstairs and crack the plastic on that bitch. And I was in there. Like, it really was a welcome distraction at the time. And it wasn't the only album that came out that day. I bought 2 CDs that day. For some reason, I can't remember the other one.
Did Mary J. Blige come out? I know Nickelback dropped that day. Did Mary J. Blige?
It wasn't Nickelback because I wasn't quite there yet. But there was another album, and for some reason, I'm sure if I did a little bit of research, I could figure it out. But I do not remember exactly which album it was.
I'm about to look it up. What was that came out?
Yeah, so it's a crazy day. We also had the anniversary of 9/11, and since the last time we've been with y'all. I don't care to get into that. That shit's a little depressing, but yeah, shout out to all the first responders and everybody.
Damn, bro, I was right. Nickelback definitely came out. I'm so surprised I knew Nickelback came out that day.
I'm mad that you know that. That's amazing though. Your retention for music knowledge is impressive.
Bro, I'm 27 years old. Let's keep it a beat. I'm 27. Why do I know that?
Yeah.
I was home for 6 months at that. Like, I had just came home for the military. That was my 6-month mark of being home. And to be honest with you, like, I slept through that. Like, I got up and I walked by grandma's house. And as I'm walking, I'm like, why is it so quiet outside? Like, it was the quietest I've ever seen life be. And I get my grandpa like, yo, they blew up the World Trade Center. I was like, dude, they did that back in '93. What are you talking about? He was like, no, they did it again today. Man, get out of here. He was like, no, go in the house and go look on TV. I was, what channel? He was like, just turn the TV on. It's on every channel.
Everyone.
I walk in. It was on everywhere. Like, everything. I'm like, yo, this is... Like, I honestly thought about going up to New York and helping out. Like, it was just...
I hate to do it to y'all. I was in 3rd grade. I was in 3rd grade.
That's it.
And my teacher ran. It was
you the niggas that George Bush was reading to? No, I'm just playing.
No, that was the 1st grade classroom down there. Yo, wait. So did y'all ever hear the story about when George Bush was notified?
You talking about when the lady walked up to him while he was reading to the kids and shit?
No, it was I didn't. Yeah, so I didn't know the kid, right? I didn't. But apparently, a kid that went to my high school. Well, this is a widely known story, but a kid that went to my high school, his dad was on that Secret Service detail. Not the man that whispered, but he was on that detail. But like I said, he was in my grade. I didn't know him at all. Like I don't even know his name. But whatever. I remember my criminal justice teacher in high school, Coach Wastel, told us this story, and then I thought it was a dope little thing that just we knew, but the world knows this fucking story. So yeah, Buddy went and whispered to George W. Bush while he reading to the kids, and then he was like, "Oh, I must have been an awful pilot." Like, God damn, that's what you think about the people in that. in them towers. And that first time, like that's what he was like. Oh, that must have been a
because in his
pilot.
mind, that wasn't. It was an accident.
It wasn't
his
a
mind,
terrorist
it's an
attack.
accident.
It wasn't about.
And then,
It wasn't
like,
about
once
terror.
the second one popped, it's like, oh shit, no, this is happening. Yeah, that first one was like, damn.
It should let you know it's really not a game, dog.
He must
George
have been
Ronnie,
from
you're
Florida.
Ronnie, game,
Did
dog.
y'all notice that George W. Bush? I have a black friend himself into our hearts.
Listen, I never had a problem with George W. Bush, only because I felt like at least he never lied to our faces. Like, he was really, really always like, listen, man, I'm a little slow. I probably shouldn't have this job, but goddamn it, my dad had it. I'm gonna get it right. Like,
that's one of the, there's one of the
You're trying to kill my dad.
One of the Kennedys, he was like Matthew McConaughey and Surfer Dude, like just directionless, but his last name is Kennedy. So his dad basically pretty woman's the fuck out of him and makes him look like a politician. And he runs on a Democrat ticket, wins, low level office, X, Y, and Z. And he starts his route to run for president. And it was either president or like governor. I want to say it was governor. I'll say governor. And it gets to the point where like he does not know what the fuck he's doing. Right. He doesn't. But he's a Kennedy. So he's on a live interview. They're like, "What are you running under?" And he's like, and they start pressing him. And it gets to the point where he's in the interview and he's like, "What do you want me to do?"
Yo, that's crazy.
Like, what do you want me to do?
What can you say to a nigga who say that to you in that situation? Because he only there because of his name. He ain't there because he really wanted to be
My
there.
name is my name.
Yeah, exactly.
My name is my name.
He giving you that Marlo. They said, "Oh, Marlo won't come to the street." Yeah, it's wild. But
you will come down here and dance with me.
So, any closing thoughts, fellas? Closing thoughts, brotherhood. Any closing thoughts?
Get y'all mental health together.
Indeed, man. Seriously.
I don't know. That's it.
That's a strong thought, man. I'm not mad at that right there. That's a statement.
Had my intake for my new therapist yesterday. Was on the phone with my African ass psychiatrist yesterday. I didn't understand what the fuck she was saying, but she got me the meds that I need apparently. So I'm on them. I'm on that Lexapro for 6 weeks.
You are not on it today. You are not on it today because you are on one, but you are not on one of them.
But the funny thing is, I very intentionally chose a black woman for both of mine, right? And when I seen out of the psychiatrists that I matched with, so to speak, it was only 2 black women, and the one looked way too old. Like she looked very old, and I was like, I don't like that. I guess I'm ageist. Like that's just we'll call a spade a spade.
No, when it comes to that though, it's a certain age that I don't want you to be above. I'm not mad.
Yeah, it's like kind of like you probably shouldn't drive, right? Like you just don't drive no more. Like you're that age, so I don't trust your hand in prescribing me meds either. So so then I picked this other one. I was like, God damn, I can't pronounce his name. Like even I sent the screenshot to my homie, and he was, how the fuck do you pronounce that name? And I was like, bro, I don't know. So when I logged in yesterday to get my televisit, her shit on there said Amy. I said, bitch, you know you not no damn Amy.
You ain't shit, bitch. You know you not no damn Amy.
Nah, I think I'm Kanye now because I'm on Lexapro like him.
No, but bro, I'm happy that you getting that together. We'll wrap. I got some moves to make in that direction as well. I got to reset some shit on that side, so I'm happy you doing that. And as brotherhood said, take care of yourself mentally, man. Fuck that job, fuck everything else. Take care of yourself.
Truthfully, okay, can this be my last word and then I'll shut the fuck up? On an airplane, when the fucking breathing joints come down, they always say put yours on first. Put yours on first before you try to help the person next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't never pay attention when I'm on a plane. I've just been told that that's what they say. I don't know a single time that I've ever been on a flight and I've paid attention to the safety situation because I know what I'm gonna do to try and make me live. But in all reality, if this whole go down, what am I really gonna do, right?
Right.
So, but I've definitely been more. I'm trying to be more intentional in taking care of myself first before I take care of others. So those are the steps that I'm taking.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm fucking awful. Like, how many times have you seen me dragging myself into work, and then like people just know, like, oh, you must have been in Atlantic City with your grandma last night. Like,
right.
Yep. So that's it, bro. I'm trying to put my mask on before I put everybody else's mask on.
As you should, bro. As you should. Left.
Yeah. Yeah. Like so. Like I definitely understand you on that. Like, you know, with Marshawn, take care of your minnows, take care of your chicken. You know what I mean? Situations like that. I just want to say, I want to thank everybody. Like today, a great song and video on YouTube. A song that was recorded a long time ago, but it had so much meaning in it. At the time when we recorded this song, it was not too long after we lost Nah. So
right.
On top of, you know, me still being in pain from losing my brother, it was me losing, you know, it was actually no, like, because we lost Nah before we lost Chuck.
Yeah,
so it was the pain of losing Nah at that time. Yeah. So, you know, dealing with that, and it was a crazy situation. So that was like, she was part inspiration for writing the verse for this song. And on YouTube, if you look up the song Trouble and put in Spoiled Coffee, because that's the name that's under, it's a number behind it too, but that the visuals for that song came out today, and I just want to thank everybody who's been helping to push that song, who's posted it, and that we've been receiving off of it. And it's crazy that today would be the day that this song dropped. You know, the visuals for this song dropped. You know, it's been a long time coming. So my brother Encore, you know, you allowing me to be a part of that situation. And you know, we might have some more lefty music coming soon. So me and brother Hood gonna have to get together some things together too.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I want to see my niggas get together on the track here. It's always good to see cousin, because for those who don't know, my cousin Encore, my nigga is like really from the essence of like boom bap hip hop, like a real live like mix of like Prodigy, Ghostface, and Beanie. Like a real, like if I could splice him, that would be the way I would. It would be like I would give him that. He's a very unique artist, man, and I really always fuck with his music. And sometimes you tell people like you fuck with him. I don't do that though. Like people who make bad music that I know, when they send me their music, I just don't talk to them about it no more. Like if I don't ever bring up your music, assume that I didn't listen to your music. Like, yeah, that's real shit. But like, no, my cousin.
Nah, I sent you a song. I sent you a song before that never went out, and I caught you on the elevator. And what you think? And you were like, didn't like it. Didn't like it.
Like it, but because I'm not gonna lie to niggas I care about. Like,
and that was like before we actually like liked each other.
Yeah.
Oh, you like rap music? Yeah. Look,
I still wasn't gonna lie to you about that shit. Like it was like, but everything you send me that
you guys see him every day.
Yeah, like I mean, why would I lie to you about this shit? But Yeah, no, but more importantly, bro, I'm glad to see you having that passion. I like when both of y'all niggas are making music. It's fun for me to get random text messages with like 2-minute snippets of songs with bars and shit. That's fire to me. I like that shit. So
Nigga, my album
I
almost
like
done.
to see. I like to see them those sorts of things. So I'm happy that you brothers are in that zone.
I got on here and told y'all that that I was putting out a 4-pack and that never happened because I'm almost done the album. So
finish that shit. Let me do the intro.
Yeah,
I got you. I'm gonna act up on that shit. I don't want no bars. I'm just talking.
I think I got something too.
I'm talking heavy on that, John.
be like, cause I'm Biggie and he's Puff.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna be all up in the videos, all in the shows. I don't give a fuck. That's me. I'm that nigga and doing that. So my final word, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. Low key, my final word is just like, number one, happy birthday to all the Virgos. Happy birthday to me, my sister, my wife, and all the other people who celebrated in the last week. My oldest kids have their birthday tomorrow. The twins, they turned 20-something, grown. I don't know, but happy birthday to them. I got a couple cousins with birthday this weekend, so I want to shut all that love out because I got all that same love this week. I'll be going to Jamaica in a couple of weeks. Hopefully it'll be open because I keep hearing niggas keep texting. Stop texting me about Jamaica, y'all. Like, I know what's happening in Jamaica is wild right now, but like, I'm gonna keep up on it and I'm gonna stay safe. Don't try to worry about me. I promise you, I'm gonna do what I need to do. So we gonna make that happen.
If it ain't, I'm coming down.
Nah, we good. We gonna make it happen, bro. It ain't gonna be no smoke in the city. So Literally Anything podcast for the people. We appreciate all of you for being here with us. This was a fun time, man. This is as my dad would say, and the niggas from his era, this is stone groove, my nigga. Let's yeah, nigga. You don't got enough old heads if you ain't heard stone groove, bro. Like, my OGs used to say that. I've never said that shit, but like all my uncles used to say that shit. Like, nigga, it's stone groove, nigga. This is cool in the gang. Like, yeah, them niggas used to talk. Like, that shit be wild.
Yo, them niggas used to go like this when they was arguing too.
That's like when a nigga called you Jive Turkey, you shoot that nigga.
Yeah,
like that was grounds to be shot.
I had the Jive Turkey conversation with my pop, and he was really trying to tell me that you like it being called a Jive Turkey wasn't that major. No. To us, that's major. Don't call me no motherfucking Jive Turkey.
Y'all niggas,
KP,
calling you a Jive Turkey.
You seen? Because I didn't know calling niggas a turkey was a thing in Philly. You seen how I turned up when young boy called me a turkey in my office that day? I was ready to kill that little boy. I didn't know what came over me or what.
So here, quick little parting shot, and then we out of here into this. So y'all know I'm in a high school, right? So I had a young boy the other day get into it with one of the teachers. He's a new teacher, and this teacher is coming from a residential sort of setting. So he's not used to what we do in our space. He used to do what I say or I'm gonna fuck you up, because that's how they roll in them spots. Well, this ain't that. One of the young boys came into class. I came in my office. I'm like, what's up with you, youngin'? Why you in here? No, I just need a break. I'm like, all right, well, what happened though? He like, no, the boy think I'm somebody different. I'm like, what you talking about? He said he must think I'm a turkey or something. I'm about to catch this nigga in the parking lot. I said, all right, sit down. Yo, I had to bring the young boy off the ledge. Like, no, youngin', you sound goofy right now. Like, you about to do some real detrimental shit. I don't think he was challenging your manhood. I just don't think he really understand how y'all roll. So give him a minute to adjust. Yo, that shit was funny. He said, yo, this nigga think I'm a turkey.
You want turkey time right now.
That shit was hilarious, bro. I had to compose myself because I was laughing at this young man and I was about to make him more upset. Like, he was tight. That shit was funny, man. But yeah, man, y'all gotta watch these young bulls. They're a different breed of youngins than we was. If you in your 40s, you can't be jumping up in these little 17, 18-year-old niggas' faces. They will shoot your stupid ass. You gotta relax. Like you really gotta chill. These niggas is different. It's not that. Like if you gonna do that, be prepared to finish that shit. And I'm not endorsing what the other side of that looks like, but I'm telling you, when you start a certain path, you gotta walk that motherfucker. Tighten your boots up, nigga. Because these little niggas, like I said,
sometimes you gotta race.
Yeah, man, listen. Truer words have never been fucking spoken, and that is the realest shit ever.
Well, nigga, sometimes you got race. I don't know.
Like, but that's it for me. My man Left said something about a video. We gonna lead y'all partner with a small clip from that. Literally anything podcast for the people. This episode will be on Spotify, Apple, and all that shit. Next Wednesday, I drop them around 3:00. I'm gonna start doing restreams, but I gotta break them down because they can't be more than an hour. I'm always working, y'all. Please believe that I'm the fuck working, and we gonna get this shit done and get this content to y'all as often as possible. We appreciate all the support, whether it's happened already or it'll happen in the future. We love y'all for loving us. Have a great fucking week. We'll talk to y'all next Thursday.
It wasn't her. Couldn't pray for her foes. Nothing nice to say. Call her home, go to hoes from a block away. Everybody think they shorty poppy. All I can say is that I hope she rents her soul away. Yeah.
Cold winter nights with nothing to look forward to. No pot to piss in and no window to pour it through. It seemed like just yesterday.